Hi everyone, in this short video, we will dive into the incredible world of full stack development. And I will be exploring how mastering Django, React, Python and Node.js can unleash immense potential in your projects. Unleashing the power of full stack development and potential using Django, React, Python and Node.js. When you master Django and React, you become a powerhouse in full stack development. Python's flexibility simplifies back-end work, data handling, and the implementation of AI/ML and generative AI. Meanwhile, Node.js shines in real-time application development and in high market demand. For those who would like to be a full stack developer and stay future-proof with technology stacks. Proficiency in both Django, React and Python Node.js guarantees adaptability, broader job options and a significant advancement in today's tech world. It's a surefire way to stay competitive and adaptable in a rapidly changing tech landscape. There are many discussions around developers community. What is the best stacks to be selected? I would like to say it depends. Why it depends? Because tech stack selection would be based on your language proficiency. A web development stack encompasses a collection of tools and technologies utilized across .NET is there, Java, Python, Ruby, PHP, Node.js, Angular and more. Most popular language used to be Java. Now the trend is changing a little bit. However, if you choose to go with Java, proficiency in core Java, advanced Java, JEE, Spring Boot is must. However, a list of popular full stack combinations for various programming languages that has been used in the developers community for the corporate level or industry level development we are going to discuss and give you some background about this. .NET is from Microsoft and you need proficiency in C# and ASP.NET. For developing front end, you can use ASP.NET. Backend could be on ASP.NET Core, Entity Framework, SQL Server and MongoDB. If you choose to go with Java, proficiency in core Java, advanced Java, JEE, Spring Boot is must. So for front-end development, you can use Spring Boot, MVC, Thymeleaf, React, Angular, backend, Spring Boot, Hibernate, MySQL, Postgres, MongoDB, or there could be some other. And now on the Python side, as I always prefer, my most lovable language. And it is not just me, it's the community which is growing and it's in high demand. The moment we link with AI, ML, Gen AI, everything, Python is the core. Now if you want to go ahead with Python, proficiency in Python, JavaScript is must. Front end could be Django, Flask, React, Vue. Backend could be again Django, REST framework, SQL Alchemy, Postgres, SQLite, MongoDB. Ruby on Rails, React could be again one more choice, Angular as a front end. Backend, your Ruby on Rails, Active Record, Postgres. Now PHP, you must have proficiency in PHP. Front end framework could be Laravel, Symfony, React, Vue. Backend would be Laravel, again Symfony, Eloquent ORM, MySQL, Postgres. If you are a TypeScript proficient, you will go for Angular. So TypeScript also you need JavaScript. Front end will be in your AngularJS or Vue.js. Backend would be your Node.js, Express.js, Mongo, SQL Server, Postgres, Node.js. Again, my most favorite language next to Python. Proficiency in JavaScript must, and then ES6, ES7. Front-end your React, Angular, Vue, backend Express.js, Nest.js, MongoDB, MySQL, Postgres remains the choice. Now, after knowing some stacks, common stacks, you will hear these common terminology in the market or industry trend, right? Mount stack, mean stack, Maven stack, serverless stack, LAMP stack, Horn stack, Ruby on Rails. So what does this mean? Mount stack is like you use MongoDB, Express, React and Node.js. This is what is called as a Mount stack, full stack development. Likewise, mean stack. You use Angular as a front end, MongoDB, Express and Node.js. This is the combination what we call it as a mean stack. Maven stack, MEVN. MongoDB remains the database choice, Express, Vue.js is the front end. Everything you deployed straight on the cloud as a function. You can use AWS Lambda, Azure Function or Google Cloud Functions, so-called serverless computing. AWS API Gateway, Azure API Management or Google Cloud Endpoints. No specific front-end or database framework is being used. LAMP stack. It was very popular earlier, so-called Linux, Apache, MySQL and PHP. Then what is Parn stack? Postgres, Express, React and Node.js is called as a Parn stack. Ruby on Rails. Ruby is the programming language, Rails is the framework. Active record for object-oriented mapping for database, Postgres or MySQL of your choice. Hybrid stack, what I prefer, considering the way we are driven by AI, hybrid stack using Python and Node.js, JavaScript is the future. That is the trend what Stack Overflow is been showing. So hybrid stack, we use Django as a backend, we can use front end also. React popularly as a front end, Postgres as the database. So now I will deep dive into hybrid stack. What exactly you need to learn if you wanted to be a full stack in hybrid combination like Django, React, full. This is an hybrid full stack developer workflow looks like. We will go deep dive into every section and we will discuss what exactly you need to be learning, your learning path. For everything you need to master Django React full stack development. The first thing you need to understand the application architecture and the design concept. We use the open group architecture design, the TOGAP standard, but the basic understanding of event-driven, monolith, microservices understanding will give you some confidence to understand how you are going to design an application. So to become a Django React full stack developer, you must learn Python as the core language. Basic Python programming, variables, data types, operators, exceptions, loops, control structure, functions. And when you proceed to learn about intermediate, you will be learning about OOPS concept, modules, packages, regular expression, working with APIs, database connection. Within advanced Python, you will be learning web development basics, web framework, data science, AI, ML, and then now the hot topics is generative AI. Within generative AI, one of the LLM platform is mostly used is OpenAI LLM. There are other LLM as well. But for mixing up with the real data to the LLM, you will need LangChain, and to store those chunks, you will need VectorDB. After that, you will be doing your own small project to do app, time management app, student tracker, to get more proficiency of your Python language. Once you are done, you need to learn mockup UI design. So probably Figma, Adobe XD will be very beneficial. Platform wise, you need to be proficient to use both Windows and Linux, CLI based commands. You must learn one structured and non-structured database like MongoDB, SQL Server, Postgres. Version control, your GitHub would be enough. Task management, how do you distribute the task, time allocation, how do you come up with a timeline? These are important to manage your task completion. IDE, Visual Studio Code, is the most popular IDE as of today in the market. On the other side, you got to learn Node.js, the ES6 coding, likewise the way you have done Python. Once your basic learning of Python, Node.js and other areas is done, then you get into the actual framework. Backend framework is Django, we discussed. For a smaller project, you can go for Flask. Fast API is also evolving as well. Authentication is very important. What type of authentication you are going to use for your application, that has to be discussed accordingly, and you choose one authentication platform. Front end, you need to know CSS, basic CSS coding, and then you need to use a framework like Tailwind CSS, Material UI or Bootstrap. And then you use front end. Application development is like React or Next.js. Next.js is more popular for startup applications, and you can choose Next.js instead of using plain vanilla React. Angular, and here also front end authentication is important, how to integrate the front end authentication. HTML, JavaScript remains the primary focus of web development. API development is one of the core focus of developing the backend, and then you have to have a middleware where you control the logic, distribution, load distribution and everything. So Nginx will be another part that you have to learn. Authentication and authorization is very important. Cloud deployment, AWS, Azure, GCP, DigitalOcean or Heroku for your smaller project. You can go for Heroku as well. Finally, you get to do a live project like food delivery project, as an example, shopping portal or online coaching, to showcase your own proficiency. What is the benefit being a full stack developer? Versatility. Full stack developers possess skills in both front end and back end development, making you versatile assets for your company. Broader understanding. Your knowledge across multiple technologies and layer of development like front end, back end and databases allows you to understand the entire development process. Adaptability. You are more adaptable to the team. Full stack developers could easily adapt to different technologies and frameworks. Problem solving. Your comprehensive understanding of software architecture enables you to solve complex problems efficiently. In-demand skill set. Many companies seek full stack developers because of their ability to manage and develop complete projects start to end. Startup and freelancing opportunities. Full stack developers have the skill sets needed to create an entire application from the scratch. That's the benefit. Simplicity and readability. Python syntax is clear and concise, resembling natural language processing. So you can read very clearly, easy to understand and change and put on your logic. Vast libraries and frameworks. Python has an extensive collection of libraries and frameworks such as NumPy, Pandas, TensorFlow, Django, Flask that expedite development across various domains. Web development. Frameworks like Django and Flask empowers developers to build robust and scalable web applications swiftly. You can integrate with GenAI platform easily. Automation and scripting. Python scripting capabilities make automation and scripting. Python scripting capabilities makes it invaluable for automating repetitive tasks and creating scripts for various purposes. Community and support. Python boasts a vibrant and supportive community. This community contributes to its growth, provides ample learning resources, and fosters collaboration through open source projects. Career opportunities. Python's widespread use across industries translates into abundant job opportunities. Educational research use. Python's simplicity makes it popular in educational settings. And who does not want to be a future proofing? So future proofing skills with Python. Python's relevance in emerging technologies like AI, ML and automation ensures that learning it now prepares individuals for the future, where these fields are expected to grow even more. And with that, I wanted to say thank you. I hope this is helpful and you wanted to be a full stack developer in Django React framework. Thank you.